All right, what's up, everybody? Brian here, and this is my WWE Royal Rumble 2018 predictions video for tomorrow night's Royal Rumble event. Three matches were added yesterday to the kickoff show, and those three matches are going to be Bobby Roode. He is issuing a U.S. title open challenge. A glorious U.S. title open challenge. And that's going to be the first one I talk about, who I think may answer the challenge. You know, there's a couple of people that they could go with. I could see Dolph Ziggler if he decides to come back and answering the challenge. I also could see there has been a lot of speculation about EC3, who is no longer with Impact Wrestling, of maybe him being at the Royal Rumble event. But so he could be another one. But if I'm gonna, I don't know. There's like I said, there's a couple people they could go with. If they decide to bring EC3 in. He would make a good. He could, make a good challenge for Bobby Roode. But we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. But I think we'll see Dolph Ziggler come back and challenge Roode, since they'll probably do like where Ziggler will come out and say, you know what, you may have won a tournament to become champion, but everybody knows that. I'm the rightful champion. I gave it up, but I was never pinned for it. So I could see Dolph Ziggler coming back and answering the challenge, and that's going to be my prediction for that one. We have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They're going to be facing the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. If you remember last Monday, they fought on the Raw 25th anniversary. Gallows and Anderson won that match, and then the Revival proceeded to get their butts kicked by DX, the Balor Club, and so on. This one I think will probably be a little different. I think the Revival will win this one. That's my official prediction for that match. I think Dawson and Wilder will pull out the victory. We have a six-man tag team cruiserweight match. It is going to be Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Gran Metalik taking on TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. You know what? I'm going to say the faces win. I think Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Gran Metalik will win this one. Which brings us to the main show itself, where there is six matches in all on the main show. We have, of course, the first ever 30-woman Royal Rumble match, where the winner will get a title opportunity at WrestleMania. I believe I said in one video that how is that going to work? Is it going to be, if a Raw woman wins, she gets a shot at the Raw Women's title, in the same way if a SmackDown woman wins, or if a SmackDown woman wins, then that woman gets a shot at the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I know they did announce that Stephanie McMahon is going to be doing the commentary for that match. And if I remember correctly, I think they said Maria Menounos is supposed to be the ring announcer. We have 30 women in all. They have women from Raw, women from SmackDown. There'll probably be some surprise entrances. And as far as picking a winner, I don't think I'm going to pick one for this one or the men's Royal Rumble match. I just want to see who's in it, who's going to enter it, and then take it from there. I'm not going to make a prediction for those two matches, the men's or the women's Royal Rumble matches. I'm not going to make a prediction. The other match that I'm not even going to say who I predict is going to win, because we already know the end result, is going to be the Universal Championship match. It is a triple threat with Brock Lesnar, the champion, defending against Braun Strowman and Kane. This one, I don't care how bad they build up Strowman and Kane to, as far as dominating. The end result's going to be the same. Lesnar's going to win, and that's it, because they have their match set for WrestleMania, where Lesnar's going to defend the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. So it is what it is. So I'm just going to say Lesnar is going to retain, unless they surprise us. Unless they throw us for a loop and say, oh no, we changed our mind, even though that you could still get to Lesnar and Reigns at WrestleMania some other way, but it is what it is. So that Lesnar's going to retain regardless. Let's see, we have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. It's going to be Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan defending against Cesaro and Sheamus. This one I think could be a good, pretty good tag team matchup. Rollins and Jordan, they've been, they're the unlikely tag team. Cesaro and Sheamus, they've been very dominant as a tag team. They're looking for their fourth Raw tag team title reign. And I've been reading that reading some internet reports that Rollins and Jordan they want to do that match for WrestleMania. So I could see them losing, but then I could also see, but I think they'll probably retain the titles, and they could probably do something like they did with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. I believe it was in 2005 for WrestleMania, where they had Mysterio and Guerrero fight, and they were the tag team champions. So I could see them doing that. So I'm going to say Rollins and Jordan retain the championships at the Royal Rumble tomorrow night. We have the Usos. Speaking of tag team championships, the SmackDown tag team titles are going to be on the line. It is going to be the Usos defending against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This one, as much as I'm a big fan of the Usos. I think they're a great tag team, but I think tomorrow night is going to be the night that Benjamin and Gable win the tag titles. Nothing, like I said, like I was thinking, nothing against the Usos. I'm a big fan of theirs. I like them as a tag team, but I think tomorrow night will be the night that Gable and Benjamin win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and that's going to be my pick for that match. Which brings us to the WWE Championship match. It is a 2-on-1 handicap match with AJ Styles defending against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This one, we've seen what's been going on SmackDown involving these three guys. Owens and Zayn, they're best friends, and Sami Zayn even said on SmackDown last Tuesday that if they beat AJ Styles, they'll be co-WWE champions. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. I think somehow Styles is going to use that to his advantage. He's going to use, the whole handicap rule to his. Even though he's the 1 and 2 on 1. I think somehow Zayn and Owens are going to make a mistake, and that's how AJ is going to retain, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think Styles walks out, still WWE champion. So, with that being said, looking at the card, I'm not really. I mean, I've thought about it for the last couple of days that I'm really not that hyped for this show tomorrow night. They have really not done anything as far as, making a big deal about this Royal Rumble event to really get me excited for this show. But I will watch it so I can do my review. I might give my thoughts on the show tomorrow night. But I'm really not excited for this year's Rumble. I don't know why. But if you guys are planning on watching the Royal Rumble tomorrow night, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below. This has been my Royal Rumble predictions for tomorrow night's Royal Rumble 2018. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.